Hello, 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 and welcome to Shine with the Sun. I am your host, Sunshine. On this episode, we're going to talk about the transition from winter to spring. Wow, how was your winter? Drop in the comments how your winter was. My winter started off great and there was a lot of rocky phases in it, but I'm so happy for them because there's a quote I read somewhere that said, if you don't have a winter that helps you grow, your summer is going to help you grow. And I don't know about you, but I would rather grow in the winter than in the summer, okay? Summer is time for me to thrive, baby. So, this winter, I learned a lot about self-worth and shadow work. You know, shadow work is an ongoing theme that will never stop. Any day of your life, we always have to work on our inner self. But this winter really highlighted some places where I needed to glow and grow, like always. So I'm very happy about that. So now we are transitioning collectively from winter to spring, and I hope your spring is as beautiful as you are. I really hope. And here is some of my advice for this transition. Number one is to really put all your energy and all your focus into what you want to see, not what you are currently seeing. Like if you're currently experiencing lack, you're looking for a job, looking for a partner, just looking for something, get out of that looking energy. Get out of that waiting, wanting energy and really embody the emotions of what you would have and feel if you already had it. You know, like right now, I don't know. I'm in a really odd place in my life, but at the same time, it's like I see so clearly. So, you know that song by Travis Scott, the one that goes, I can see the future. Like, that is all that's playing in my mind. Like, and these Bible verses have been hitting me. Oh my gosh, I need to plan my podcast so I can have these written down. But I know my Bible, so I can say it off head. But the Bible verse that's like, the tears of yesterday is nothing to be compared of the joy that comes in the morning. Bitch! That's like all that keeps going through my head. It's like, oh my god, I can see the future. Like, I don't know. I maybe God, I'm just one of the lucky ones, and God just planted this image in my head. But I have this image of where I'm going, and that is what keeps me up this is what gets me out of bed every day. Like, I have this image of where I'm going to be, and it's so clear, it's so motivated, it's so like wow, that like I can't even focus on how rocky and unstable the present moment is, you know, because to me, I'm already there. I'm already in the future. I'm already enjoying the things my future self is going to enjoy. Like, you know, the this current reality just hasn't caught up yet. But this is the let me calm down. Let me ground. And you guys know I'm excited when I start using songs and references, but ever since I was a jig, if you're not American, that means I was a young kid. This one lyric by Kanye West always motivated me. He said, I always had a passion for flashing. Before I had it, I closed my eyes and imagined the good life. That comes from his song, The Good Life. And it's like, that's all I've been doing lately. And you know why I just feel so powerful at this moment? Because when I was younger and I did that, everything I was manifesting at that point, my Mercedes, my business, everything at that point, my dream apartment came true. And now that I'm doing that again, it's like it's like like I know what's going to happen. And this is the kind of shift that you can't force. You all just have to be ready for when it comes. You know, I feel like this is a collective shift. There's so much synchronicities happening collectively with people I know who are also on higher paths. It's like something's about to shake. And we must know, if you don't know, write this down. Abraham Hicks, Esther Jerry Hicks. We all know Abraham Hicks. My favorite quote from Abraham Hicks is, get ready to be ready to be ready. And for the past 2 years, since I was traveling in Tulum, in the Caribbean, and traveling a lot, I've always been saying I'm getting ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. Ready to be ready to be ready to be ready. And it's like everything I have been getting ready for the past 2 years, it's like I just see it. I can just feel it. You know, I don't know. Because right now I'm going through a very tough trial. Well, it depends who you ask. Some people would say it was tough. It's tough. But I'm going through a tough trial, and it's like all the lessons I've learned the past 2 years is helping me like really come out of this trial, this lesson, in such a graceful way. Like it's like I don't know. I feel like I'm a ballerina butterfly in a boxing match. You feel me? Just like flying above shit. You know, it's a really beautiful feeling that I know wouldn't be the case if I wasn't implementing all the lessons I've learned. So it's like all that growth happened, and I grew into something so wonderful because of it. And I know I'm gonna manifest the results of all that hard work I did, because inner work is so hard. Like I don't know. Jim Rohn, Jim Rohn, the motivational king, he always talks about personal development. He says, well, Jim Rohn says many amazing things, but some of my top things he says is to attract greatness, you must become attractive, which I feel like I spent the last 2 years doing so. And I'm not talking about physically attractive, that helps, but energetically attractive. You know, that means you can't sweat the small stuff. You have to have like this regal air of I'm above pettiness around you for you to become energetically attractive to money, to people, to blah blah blah, whatever it was. You have to have this kind of aura around you. And I don't know about y'all, but like it speaks for itself. And he also says that if you want to become great or whatever, you have to work on yourself more than you work on your job. And I don't know, I guess my mom would say I need to get a real job or something. Even though I do have a real job, mom. Anyways, but I felt like for the past 2 years, my job has been working on myself. And that's not easy, because that takes a lot of bravery that a lot of people aren't willing to face, you know? It's like, do you know how hard it is to look into your deepest wounds, your deepest shadows, and love it? And the reason I felt like I had to do that and I had to really learn that is because where I'm going requires me to be able to look at other people's deepest wounds and love them. And you can only love someone to the extent of which you love yourself. You can only see or know somebody to the extent of which you see and know yourself. And the reason why people tell me that I make them feel so comfortable, I make them feel so blah, 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 I make them blah, 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 blah. People say all that crap to me is because, no, it's not crap. I appreciate when people say that to me. But I know, you don't have to tell it to me. I know it is because I make myself feel that way. You just get the overflow. I pour that love into me and you feel the effect. I know that love is there because I give it to myself. And that takes a lot of guts. It's so easy to hate yourself. It's so easy to judge yourself. It's so easy to criticize yourself. It's so easy to silence yourself, silence your emotions, saying you're too much, saying other people are too much, saying something needs to change, other people need to change. Man, it's so easy to say other people change, but it's so hard for people to look at themselves in the mirror and say, I'm the one that needs to change. And I don't know about you, but maybe I'm way too easily influenced. But those posters, if you're a teacher listening to this, keep these posters up. Those posters where they say, be the change you wish to see in the world. That really always touched my subconscious as a kid, seeing those. I'm very grateful that my teachers had that. Yeah, be the change you wish to see in the world. And I always thought to myself, I must be the person that I needed as a kid. When I was a child, I did not have a safe space to be myself. I did not have anyone rooting for me. I did not have anyone who was willing to allow me to be myself. So I silenced myself because I thought I was too much. So now as an adult, I want to be the safe space where people can be themselves. I want to give people permission. I want to give you permission to have an opinion that nobody else agrees with. Speak up for yourself. Even if I don't agree with it, speak your truth, sis. Yeah. I want to be that person for other people because I never had that. So many of us are becoming the monsters who abandoned and rejected and judged and criticized us as a kid, and now we're judging and criticizing the others just like how we hated to do. Like, isn't that so funny? So yeah, all this to say, as we go into spring, I want us to really prune We must prune the parts of us that are growing into what we don't desire to see and be. That's how it starts. That's how it starts. It starts with one little stem. See yourself as a plant. There's one little stem that's growing, and you're like, "Well, I don't like the look of it. Oh, but it's okay. Oh, I don't like this new habit I acquired. Oh, I don't like that I just started staying up late. Oh, I don't like that I start eating this very fattening, unhealthy food. Oh, I don't like it. Oh, but it's okay." And then that stem grows into a leaf, which grows into another and another, and next you know, there's an entire fucking virus of bleh on your plants, and now the beautiful plant is now dying because you didn't prune that little stem. So my brothers and my sisters of Christ, prune everything that does not serve you as we go into this hot new season. I don't care. Let that person go. Let that job go. Let that whatever go. Let it go. It is a blessing in disguise, because you know what happens when we prune? And this is why I love the Bible. This is why I love the Bible, because the Bible talks about this. The guy with the vineyard, very descriptive, I know. The guy with the vineyard who pruned his vineyard, and everybody was saying he was crazy. Why is he cutting off these beautiful grapes? And he pruned it, and even better grapes came. You can't be afraid to let go and get out of your comfort zone and let go of the good to invite in the great. For example, right now I was with a guy who was very good, decent guy, but why settle for decent when I can have spectacular, extraordinary, and amazing, and fantastic, and oh my god, it's like we gotta prune, and I know what some people might say. Oh, the grass may not be greener on the other side. Oh, blah blah blah. I don't give a fuck. Your fear thoughts are lying to you, whispering to having you cling on to things that don't serve you. That's all on you, baby. I'm not listening to that. The grass is greener wherever the fuck I go. I am the fertilizer. The fuck, but in all seriousness, yeah, let go of everything that doesn't serve you, even if it's good, just so you can invite the great in, And number 2 is give it all to God. Like, one thing I've really learned is that you can't change anything by stressing. And once again, this is why I love the Bible. Like, even if you read it objectively, you're not a Christian and you just read the Bible to read it, it's a great book of life advice. The Bible talks about, can you grow a single hair on your head just by worrying? Nobody would be bald if that was the case. You cannot. You gotta just give things up to God. I know, I learned this, like, literally less than a week ago. I learned this. I was so worried about the decent guy I was with cheating on me. I was so worried about it. I was like, oh my god, I hope this doesn't happen. I'm so stressed. I got acne from the stress of it, and it still happened. And I'm just like, damn, I stressed and gave myself acne for no reason. Like, if it was gonna happen, it should have just happened, And it's like, damn, you feel me? So give everything up to God, because what's gonna happen is gonna happen. And all we can do is pray for God's protection and provision while it's happening, that we come out not as scathed. We come out with as little trauma as possible, and we can just ask also God to just help us to avoid it. You know how you avoid trauma is by listening. You gotta listen to God. Stop listening. Stop asking your friends for advice. Stop asking your mom for advice. Stop asking anybody for advice. Take it to fucking Jesus, dog. Take it to Jesus. And I'm talking about do anything. Like, before I wear an outfit, I actually didn't ask God if I should wear this to my podcast. But before I wear an outfit, before I do my hair, I say, God, how do you feel about this? God, how do you feel about that? Like, really take every little thing to God, just because it helps you form a habit of taking the big things to God. If you have the habit of taking the little things to God, of what you're gonna eat, should I go on this date? Like, this guy asked me to go on a date with him to the Japanese gardens, and I asked God, should I go? God said, hell no. I told him we have to cancel. When you get the habit of talking to God about little things, it makes talking to God about the big things, when you're in the heat of the moment, it's easier, because you already have that relationship built. And this is why a relationship with God is a relationship, not just, hey, God, please help me, I need a blessing and a miracle. No, it's an ongoing relationship that is always happening and growing. Because if a relationship isn't growing, it's dying. So that your relationship with God should be your number one priority for growing. in every area of your life. So too, take it up to God. Take it to God. And I love what God said when he was giving the children of Israel the land flowing with milk and honey. You know, he said, I will give you crops I will give you harvest you did not plant. I will give you vineyards you did not grow. You will be eating food like God was telling the children of Israel that I will bless you for work you didn't do. And that's the kind of blessing I'm asking God. And because I don't know about y'all, but I wasn't planting that many seeds in winter. I was kind of having fun. I don't know about y'all. Actually, no. No. Let me not lie to nobody. I was fighting for my life this winter. I wasn't planting no seeds. I was fighting demons. But as I was fighting for my life, I didn't plant any seeds. So my prayer to God this spring, as we're changing seasons, is God, I need harvests I didn't plant. Okay. Just like you did for them children of Israel. Just like you did for them. Even 10 times more than you did for them. Okay? Damn. I want to live in houses I didn't build. I want to experience things I didn't even sign up for. I want to win. I want to win. I want to win raffles I didn't even enter. God. That's the kind of prayer I'm taking into the spring, okay? Because we are in a hustle culture. Everybody's hustling and bustling, but can we let grace run the race? It's like, I know they get my Niger self, they come out for this one. Oh. I know they get any amount of energy to put into hustle for now. My energy, they go into self-regulation. I have to self-regulate myself every day. I'm just trying to keep my nervous system intact. God is my witness, so my energy, my time is spent into not collapsing. Okay? So if you want me, I add hustle on top of this, I go fail. So everything they tell God, Pico, help me with your grace, with your blessings. All blessings come from God. Oh yeah, bring them. Okay? Okay. So, yes. Take everything to God. Please, 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 please. And if you never listen to me about anything else, listen to me about this. Listen to me about this. Jesus is the way. Jesus is the truth. Jesus is the light. That's all I'm going to say. Let me plant that seed in you right now. Okay. And number three first. So number 1 is focus on where you're going to go, not where you are now. Put all your energy into there. Fuck what's going on here. Number 2 is give it all to God. Let God run the race for you. Jesus take the wheel. You sit back and you chill. Okay? And number 3, love. Just love, bro. Like, this is not the season to be angry, hating, bitter. That's not going to get you anywhere. That's only going to kill you. The Bible says love your enemies, love your friends, love everyone. First of all, because everyone's a reflection of you. So if you don't love them, you don't love you. And second of all, because love wins, bro. Love wins. Even if it doesn't help with them, it helps with you. So my prayer lately has been, God, help me love like you love. I want the heart of God that loves so unconditionally and so beautiful. God, help me have eyes like yours so I can see the good in other people the way you see the good in me. God, let me have the heart like yours so I can just have grace for other people the same way you show grace for me. Just love, bro. Just love. We'll live forever in the infinite. Forever in the end. Like, just love. And I don't know, maybe I'm biased because my name is Iphaniah, which means love. Well, my full name is Iphaniah Chukwu, which means God is love, because he is. But Iphaniah means love for short. And it's like, the more I tap into that, the better life feels. Like, I don't know. I could choose to be bitter. I could choose to be resentful. I could choose to cry or be angry. But I choose to love, and I feel like that keeps things glowing and keeps things growing. And you remember how I talked about there's like a plant study that they had the same plants, same seeds in the same room, but they spoke hateful words and criticizing words to one group of plants and loving words to the other. And the plants that got filled with criticism grew really badly or they died. And plants, same environment, same amount of water and sunlight, everything, but the plants spoken with love grew stronger. I need you to speak to yourself and others like that, because every word of criticism you give to someone else, you're the first one who hears it. Can you believe I went this, like, I haven't crashed out in a long time. In a long time. I haven't crashed out. I think this is my record. I've gone without crashing out. I have so many reasons to crash out right now, but I'm not going to because I choose love. Love wins. I win. Yay! Yay! That brings me to the song of the week. I don't know why I have to do that when I say song of the week, but yeah. The song of the week is God is Love. Yeah, this is how it goes. The song of the week is coming up right after this commercial break. Mwah. So yeah, the song of the week is God is Love by Rian. R-I-A-N. It's a beautiful song. Here it is. He's giving us his spirit. Let us love one another. Love one another. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God. We love because he first loved us. Let us love one another. Love one another. Whoever lives in love lives in God. And God in them. I love this song. And God in them. God is love. God is love. Whoever lives in love lives in God. And God in them. Don't you want to have God in you? Duh, we must choose love. This new season, there's no space for pettiness. Just love. I love you all so much. Stay bright, stay beautiful. Have an amazing spring season. If yours isn't going good so far, you have the power to change it. Just bring it to God, follow these rules, and focus on the love. Focus on what you want to happen instead of focusing on what isn't happening, okay? I love you all so much. Stay bright, stay beautiful. Remember, you are enough. So act like it and shine with the sun. LLC. I love you all so much. Stay bright, stay beautiful. Remember, you are enough. So act like it and shine with the sun. LLC.